Hi, I'm Sean Hahn with West USA Realty, and today on Hahn the Town, we've come south. We've come down to Sonoita, Arizona. We're probably about 45 minutes south of Tucson in the high desert, and I'm here with Todd and Kelly Bostic. They are the winemakers at Dos Cabezas. They're the owners, grape busters, and we've caught them right in the middle of harvest season, so they're working their tails off down here. And their wines have received numerous awards and national attention. They're featured in all kinds of restaurants and bars in Arizona, Tucson, and of course across the country right now. So they've honored us with a little bit of their time and some of their wine especially. And their dog is right here, right behind us here. Is
Chloe, say hi.
Chloe's here. You can't see Chloe, but so I come down here almost every week in the wintertime to chase quail. And I always got to stop here and pick up some wine for the house and for just enjoyment. So I asked them if they would spend some time with us and just talk about what they do. And so tell us how you guys got started in this business, this wine growing business.
That's a good question. It seemed like a good thing to do. We were both born in Arizona, in Phoenix area, and I was always interested in food and wine, and assumed I'd have to move to California to do it. But tried wine from Arizona, tried Dos Cabezas and Callaghan wines, and realized that we could do it here. And just started showing up. Took some courses at UC Davis, but it started apprenticing at the winery.
Awesome.
And that was what, 1990? No, not 1990. It was 2002. The winery started in 1995. I started in 2002.
Okay. And then this new location, this tasting. How long have you guys been here?
We moved the winery here in 2006. So I started working for the winery in 2002, and then my wife, my parents, and I bought it in 2006 from the original owners, Al Buell, Sam Pillsbury, and Frank DiCristofano. And then we moved it here in 2006 and opened up a tasting room for the first time. The winery hadn't had a tasting room.
Yeah, this place is amazing. You got wine storage here. You're pressing grapes in the back. You've got case storage. It's beautiful patio, incredible views. What makes this area so special for wine growers? What attracts them here?
What do you think? It's a pretty special spot. It's the smallest county. Santa Cruz County is the smallest county in Arizona, and you have to imagine there's got to be a good reason they carved out this little spot. And you can tell you pull off the I-10 and you start to head south on 83, and you climb, and the hills start to roll, and you realize you're in a different place. I don't know that there's any place quite like it in Arizona. So for visiting purposes, it's got a unique beauty, and it's got a strong Sonoran influence. It reminds me of the Basque Country, northern Spain and southern France, where there's this culture that is more border culture. It's bleeds back and forth that I think is unique. And then as far as wine grapes, I think it's the most interesting spot in the state to grow fruit, and that's I don't think we're the only ones that feel that way.
Yeah.
Wine we made from our vineyard here in Elgin, the Pronghorn. Wine, who was it? San Francisco Chronicle put it in their top 100 wines of 2012, which is pretty cool. It's good to see that people feel the same way.
Yeah, and you guys, there's a ton of, it gets rain, it's raining, it's going to rain. If it's not raining right now, you guys get a ton of rain, you get the right kind of soils, the right kind of elevation that really helps the grapes grow. We were just out there in the vineyard just sampling some grapes off the vine, and I could not believe how sweet they were. It's just like, I don't want to stop eating, but I don't want to get a stomach ache at the same time.
Yeah,
they're not even ready yet.
Yeah, they taste just phenomenal. But so in this area, there's lots of vineyards. How many would you say there are in this area?
I think there's 11.
Oh, I was thinking there's more than that. That's great.
There's probably more than 11. There's 11 wineries open.
Okay.
There's more and more small vineyards popping up all the time.
So is it growing? People are wanting to come here and buy their acreage and try their hand at winemaking.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just
since we started, it's I don't know, maybe tripled in
Wow.
size.
Yeah. So what are you guys special in? What kind of wines do you guys what are you known for? What do people rave about? I love this one right here. This is called a Guillaume. Yeah, this is my favorite.
Yeah, mostly dry reds. We do produce a couple white wines and a rosé that's gotten more.
The rosé is popular.
Yeah.
Grenache, Tempranillo.
Yeah, we've had a hard time. I had a hard time keeping it around.
So, and as far as barrels go, you guys got a whole room full of, giant barrels back there. Are there certain kinds that you put in barrels, or does everything go in a barrel, or how does that work?
Reds, yes.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the white.
How long do you age like the reds? How long do you age these guys for?
It depends. Anywhere from 6 to 24 months. So wine like Guillaume or La Montagne or El Campo will spend 24 months in barrel before we pull it out to bottle it. And then wines like red, it's 12 months typically before we pull them out to bottle them. But all the reds spend time in barrel, and then the white and rosé, at least some portion of it spends time in barrel, and then what doesn't, it typically goes into concrete tanks.
So I grew up watching Lucille Ball on TV, right? That was like one of my favorite shows as a kid, and I have this memory in my head of her crushing grapes with her bare feet with some Italian ladies and stuff. Like, do you guys ever use your feet to crush grapes? Is that just silliness, or is that true?
Not today yet.
Yesterday,
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
every
it's
day
real.
before that.
Yeah.
The rosé, we've been crushing the whites.
Yeah, so all the white and the rosé, we want them to get limited general skin contact. So we'll
Really?
take the
So that's
whole-
real. No rubber boots. I mean, we're talking skin
Yeah,
contact.
we clean our feet,
Really?
get in there, and
Does it turn your feet like purple?
typically not at this stage, no.
Okay.
But it's turned them sticky. For sure.
Oh, that is awesome. So what's your favorite wine? That you
It changes. It's like kids, man. Like today you like one, and the other one you're like not that fond of maybe, but you still love them. But,
Yeah, I mean, you
it
guys
changes all
both
the time.
poured white there.
That's
So
true. Well,
cheers, by the way. There we go.
cheers.
Yeah. Well, we
It's
just,
more refreshing after you've been sweating all morning.
yeah, we just put down process 6 tons of fruit, so it's not a bad
Whoa.
break.
So we're rehydrating with
Well, okay,
something
well.
a little more chilled.
How many cases are you guys doing annually now? What's your volume?
We try to stay between 5,000 and 6,000 cases. We'd like to be right at 5, but sometimes
Wow.
it's tough to dial that right in. But right between 5,000 and 6,000
Wow, that's
cases
a lot.
year. Yeah.
So as we wrap up, tell us what's one of the worst things that's ever happened to Dos Cabezas besides cats jumping into
That's
the
one
Cat
of
action.
One of the worst things that's happened to us is we had a litter of kittens last year during harvest.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So you got a bunch of feral cats running around?
No,
No,
they're
they're sweet.
They're
Okay.
mainly tame, I guess.
Here
As
comes
tame as
one.
a cat can
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
No, but we had a hailstorm in
Probably
10.
09.
9?
9 and 10. 9 was probably the worst. No, I'm sorry, not 9. 9 was great. 2010 and 11. You're right.
So 10, we had the hailstorm in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Did that rock your world down here too?
It was
Yeah, we lost an
Sonoita.
entire crop
Whoa.
in 2009.
Here
Sorry,
in
God, I keep
Sonoita.
saying it's 2010. 2010, we lost the entire crop in
So
Sonoita.
October, we had the hailstorm down there.
Yeah, ours was before that. Ours
Okay.
was like probably late August, right about now. That was probably the worst. You can't, it costs the same to farm all year long, whether you end up using the fruit or not. And then, and then the following years, you're funding your production on the proceeds of that non-existent
Wow.
crop from 2 years ago. And that was probably the toughest thing for us to overcome.
And it was before you started harvest, so
Oh.
if you start on a down note, it's hard to
Bad timing.
come back
It's
up
hard
from it.
mentally to get back from that.
So how can people find you? Obviously, they can come down to Sonoita. They need to come down here. There's tons of great restaurants and bed and breakfasts.
Overland Trout, new restaurant, great place to go.
Gourmet.
Yeah. No, and just delicious. Not pretentious, very comfortable and delicious and reasonable. And how do you get here? I don't know, you drive south.
Yeah.
Head past Tucson, and about 45 minutes past Tucson, you can be here.
It's amazing. The guys that came down with me today hadn't seen the grass country and the oak forest and these giant mountains that stick up there in the clouds today. But you got mountains at 9,000 and 10,000 feet around here.
Yeah.
Summer's the best time to visit.
Oh, the grass
So
is
green.
so beautiful. Yeah, when I'm here in the wintertime, it's brown,
Yeah.
but it's still beautiful. But right now, it's like Ireland out there.
Yeah, folks are sweltering up in Phoenix in August, and it's beautiful. The sun goes down, the temperature drops, you get 360 lightning storms. You have to toss a jacket on, and you can sit outside and have
This
a
is-
glass of wine.
My favorite part of the state. I'm not kidding you. I love
Yeah.
it. So what about your website? What's your website?
Doscabezas.com, DOSCABEZAS.com.
Cool. All right, well, we'll post that, and people, you got to come down here and try this
And
place out.
Facebook's better. We're
Okay.
better.
Or Instagram.
Or Instagram. We're good at that too. We're
Okay.
terrible at the what's that called, web page. But
Yeah.
if you
All
want
right.
like 6-year-old information, go to our website.
Go to the website, otherwise Facebook, Instagram. Okay,
Perfect.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Hey,
having us
cheers.
down,
Thanks
guys.
for,
It's been
Cheers.
awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
All right.
All right.
Thanks
Here,
so much.
I'll shake your hands.
All right, cheers.